In this video, we will compute odds given the probability. Let's go over the definition. To calculate the odds in favor of some event E, we do that by this formula. Odds are equal to reducing this fraction, probability of the event E, P, divided by 1 minus P. So we simply take the probability of the event divided by 1 minus the probability of the event. And we just take that fraction and we reduce it down as far as we can go. And it's usually written as A to B or A to B when we're talking about odds. Let's try an example. We should also note that sometimes we're asked about the odds against an event. We just simply find the reciprocal of that formula. All right, let's try one. In our first example, a statistician predicts the probability of Italy winning their next match is 2 nights. So the probability of this event, Italy winning the next match, is going to be our event E. The probability of that event E is 2 nights. So what are the odds against this team winning? So odds against is going to be equal to the second formula, which is 1 minus P over P. So 1 minus P is going to be 1 minus 2 nights divided by 2 nights. And then we just kind of simplify this fraction down. 1 minus 2 nights is 7 nights divided by 2 nights. And then when we have a fraction divided by a fraction with the same denominator, this will simplify to 7 divided by 2, which, if we're talking about odds, we like to say this as 7 to 2. So we would write this as the odds against Italy winning are 7 to 2, or sometimes you can see it written as 7 to 2, that ratio. So that was an example of calculating odds against. Let's try another one. A food stand is offering 30 drinks. There are 8 teas, 7 sodas, 9 waters, and 6 sports drinks. What are the odds of randomly selecting a tea? So we want the odds of a tea, randomly selecting a tea. So that means we want the probability of a tea divided by 1 minus the probability of a tea. So we should find what is the probability of getting a tea. We know there are 30 drinks total and 8 of them are the drink tea. Now we could leave it as 8/30ths, or since we know we're going to be working with this number quite a bit, we can simplify it down a little bit further. So we could say this is the same as 4/15ths. So the odds of a tea would be 4/15ths divided by 1 minus 4/15ths, which is 4/15ths divided by, and then we want to do 1 minus 4/15ths. So sometimes you can think about this as converting 1 to 15 over 15. So 15 minus 4 is 11, so 11/15ths. And then again, this fraction simplifies by the 15 in the denominators canceling out. So 4 divided by 11. Now we want to write it as odds. So the odds of selecting a tea are 4 to 11. You always have the top number first, 4 to 11. Okay, so that was an example of odds against, and then odds in favor of selecting a tea. Let's try one more. Suppose the probability the Dallas Cowboys win the Super Bowl next year is 3/20ths. Determine the odds in favor of the Dallas Cowboys winning the next Super Bowl. So odds in favor of the Cowboys winning. we just want to take the probability of them winning divided by 1 minus the probability of them winning, and simplify this down. I suggest that you pause the video right now and see if you can simplify this down correctly and get the right answer, and play it when you're ready to see the results. All right, so I got that the odds of the Cowboys winning the Super Bowl are 3 to 17. Of course, this is not factual data.